The listering suns, endless dunes, and almost no water. This is the imagined world on the planet Tatooine in Star Wars. Here, survival depends upon towering vaporators that loom over the sand, drawing in air and condensing its moisture into life-giving water. But this technology isn't just limited to the world of science fiction. That reality is here. We're already making that happen, says Brian Shen, co-founder of Aquaria Technologies, whose mission is to transform atmospheric vapor into safe, drinkable water. There is no doubt that the world needs more water. On a planet that's covered in approximately 70% water, only a sliver, around 2.5%, is fresh and safe for humans to drink, crops to grow, and industrial use. And that tiny proportion is shrinking as the world becomes warmer and heat waves exacerbate drought conditions. This isn't just a problem of the future. The World Health Organization study estimates that 1.4 million deaths could be prevented each year with improved access to safe drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene services. Aquaria's Hydropack 1 AWG Credit Aquaria Jin's solution to generate potable water from air is based upon a natural phenomenon as old as the earth itself. As water evaporates off oceans, lakes, and other bodies of water, it turns into an invisible vapor that drifts through the atmosphere until cooler temperatures condense it into water droplets. To tap into that, Aquaria has invented a 21st century version of the vaporator and atmospheric water generator AWG. Aquaria's AWG units are designed for home use. They suck in air and cool it so that it condenses into water droplets, then purify it to meet health standards. Small enough to be placed in a backyard and connected to a home's existing plumbing system, large units can produce up to 200 gallons of water daily. To put this into context, while estimates vary significantly, the EPA suggests each American uses an average of 82 gallons of water a day for activities including bathing, drinking, and cooking. Condensing water at scale, however, comes at a cost. Aquaria's Hydropixel, for example, which produces up to 10 gallons of water a day, costs approximately $3,800. To make clean water more accessible, Aquaria offers flexible payment plans to help ease the initial cost of its systems. And to reduce the expense of running the units on conventional grid electricity, the units can be connected to existing home solar systems. In Australia, AquaUbeak, realizing the cost can be prohibitive especially for First Nations communities, has structured its company as a social enterprise. Through its drop-for-drop program, for every 5 AquaUbeak AWG water cooler units leased to offices or business, one can be installed in a community that lacks clean drinking water. The units look like and function the same as a regular water cooler, except they are pulling in water from the surrounding air and converting it to drinking water. Weighed down by negative news. Our smart, bright weekly newsletter is the uplift you've been looking for. It all started when Shannon Lemansky was serving with the Australian Army in Papua New Guinea, PNG. But he witnessed firsthand how supposedly single-use plastic bottles were being used to capture rainwater so that locals wouldn't have to drink from a contaminated creek. Returning to Australia, I discovered that the issue wasn't restricted to PNG, he says. Over 2 million people in Australia don't have access to safe drinking water. In 2023, he co-founded AquaUbeak. While some experts argue that the focus should be on preserving the freshwater resources already available to us, communities such as Cherbourg in Queensland, Australia, highlight the need for a more immediate solution. Here, water issues have been systemic, including a 9-month boil water alert in 2024 due to E. coli contamination. Because of deep distrust in the town's tap water, it's not uncommon to see babies drinking Coke from bottles rather than formula, as soft drink is cheaper than bottled water at the only store, Lemansky says. In May 2025, AquaUbeak installed 2 NG10 AWG water cooler units in Cherbourg, one at a daycare and the other at an elders village. As a result, dozens of children and seniors who didn't before have access to safe drinking water now do. AWGs can connect solar systems to generate water even in locations with no connection to the main grid. Credit Moses West Foundation. Getting clean, healthy water to where it is needed most is also the mission of the Moses West Foundation, based in Illinois. At our core, says Colin Holtz, Chief Business Officer and Head of Partnerships, we are just trying to get as much water to as many people as possible. The organization's founder, Moses West, a former U.S. Army Ranger captain, had similarly to Lemansky been deployed to areas where clean water was scarce and had seen the impacts. This inspired him to use his background in engineering to design and build patented AWG units able to produce water for thousands. When Hurricane Maria then struck into the Vicinity, its 120 mph winds ripped apart infrastructure and homes in Puerto Rico. Moses was out there with our largest AWG 5000 unit for about 6 months, and he gave 15,000 families access to unlimited free drinking water, Holtz says. And it's not just the free water, it's the cost savings that come with it. When we were in Puerto Rico, we saved the island about $300 million in the cost of having to ship in plastic water bottles, he says. Similar to Aquarius, Hunscale AWG's Moses West AWG 800 system, which is capable of producing more than 200 gallons of water per day, can be directly connected to solar panel systems. Roughly the size of a small Fiat, the unit can be deployed quickly and begin generating water even in locations with no connection to the main grid. As great as it all sounds, Lemansky says context is key to take into consideration when considering